Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Safety Systems. And when it comes to audio video equipment in East Tennessee, nobody does a better job of lining you up with the top item stuff and also installing it in your home. Just touch of the button, fantastic stuff. Look at this, the Sports Source Summer Special. If you want a man cave for this fall when football season hits, for less than $3,500, $3,300 for Sports Source viewers, you get a 55-inch HD Sony television set. You get wireless Sonos soundbar, that's top of the line. All the equipment, the wiring, everything else, and all the installation, plus training on how to use this stuff, how to control it from your smartphone or your tablet, all that included in that one price tag. You will not find that deal or a better deal or anything close to that deal anywhere else in Tennessee. Safety Systems. Give J.J. Surlis a call. All right. Nike unveiling the big stuff on Wednesday. Everybody's talking about that. The Lady Vols name change stays in the news. So I want to do a last-minute status check on things. We'll call this expiration date. I want to know which of these stories you're as tired of. I'm tired of basically all of these stories. And I want to see if you guys agree with me or you may disagree. You may say, no, this is a good topic, and that's fair game. Nike hype. Right now, some fans are gaga, others are gag. Rumor has it that the orange is going to be brighter, more fluorescent than it's been in the past. You're going to have more gray. We'll find out for sure on Wednesday. Guys, you ready for the Nike story to come and go, or you still think this is fun and interesting to talk about?
I'm going to go fun and interesting to talk about. I think the uniform's a big deal. I think it means so much to Tennessee fans. No, it has not passed its expiration date, and if I don't like it, it never will.
Well, it's just getting ready to happen finally. So no, it's not anywhere near expiring.
Okay, Jimmy?
I don't, from the fans' perspective, the uniforms are a big deal. I'm not as interested in the uniforms, so I'm ready for it to come and go.
Okay. Chuck, what do you think? You make the deciding vote here. These two say fair game. Jimmy and I say it's time to move on.
I've got the expiration date on this is September 2016. I think it's fair game.
Okay. Next one, the Lady Vols name change. I understand the fight. I think it was a fight that UT picked when they didn't have to.
Agreed.
That said, Tennessee is not going to change. At what point do you say, this battle has been fought? I'm tired of this personally. I know there are a lot of Lady Vols fans that won't be happy with me saying that, but I don't think continuing to complain about it is going to make one bit of difference once these uniforms are unveiled. I don't think they're going to change it back. Thoughts? Is it fair game still, or is it past the expiration date?
I'm over it. It's not going to change. You're right. I'm over it.
Okay.
I'm over it too.
Bob?
Throw me in there too, done.
Okay.
No,
Chuck?
I do want to make it clear. I'm with you. I thought it was an unnecessary situation that they brought
agreed.
up. But
Yeah, I don't think you needed to do it, but the fighting over it, that ship has sailed, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck?
Yeah, and if they wouldn't even discuss it at the Board of Trustees meeting last week, like it or not, it's going to happen, so it is past the expiration date.
All right, now the next one is something I want to throw out here. Just it's bothered me a little bit. I've seen people write about what Pat Summitt would say or think about this stuff. I saw an ad last week for one of the rallies, said come and speak up for Pat. Maybe, I'm going to get your take, all right? I don't think anyone should be speaking for Pat Summitt, even though I think most of us can probably guess what she would be thinking about this. I don't think anyone should be saying, yes, I'm speaking for Pat Summitt. To me, Tyler Summitt can speak for Pat Summitt. I'm tired of reading, hearing, seeing people say, well, Pat Summitt would have done this or that. I don't think that's fair because technically, even somebody on the other side could just say, oh, Pat Summitt would be for this. You know, I'm not big on anybody speaking for Pat Summitt. That could be just me off base. Is that fair game to say that, or is that past its expiration date?
I'm going to go it's past its expiration date. I think when somebody's suffering from an illness like she is, she was above so many things before she got ill, and I think to bring her into this argument does her a disservice. And like you said, who is speaking for her? There is nobody officially. Tyler Summitt would be the person. So yes, I kind of think in this, one, the argument's past its expiration date, and two, using her to buttress your argument either way, I just don't think should happen.
See, what he just said, that's what bothers me the most. Using Pat to advance your argument.
Right.
That's the thing I dislike so much about speaking, this is what Pat would say.
Yeah.
You worded it better than I did, Bob.
Yeah, I just, I was going to say what Bob said, which he said so eloquently.
Thank you very much.
And with Jimmy agreed with so eloquently. You got to, it's a real fine line. Are you exploiting Pat Summitt to advance this argument? And I agree. I like what you said. Let Tyler Summitt can speak for her, and anybody else is pushing the line.
Chuck Cavaliers, let's see how your elocution is.
Well, just about anybody else that's talking for Pat, aren't they caught in the middle of a conflict of interest? Can they really say, or they don't know? I mean, I agree 100%. Let Tyler try and express what Pat's wishes are.
All right. I want to show a couple things here quickly. Thought this was interesting. The talk of Tennessee going more fluorescent orange. For those wondering, this is from 1986. This is from 1967. Let's see here. See how that orange kind of stays the same through all that? And I also found this from 1972. Thought that, spilled coffee all over everything. No, this is 1972. That actually looks better than what Nike is tolling out there right now. I like that better than what Nike. Oh, I moved it on you. Cruz, I'm sorry, here you go. There we go. How about that? I think that looks better. But here's the thing. Nike, when they unveil uniforms, they usually name the colors. Now, I don't know that they'll rename Tennessee's colors, but if they do, I'm going to guess that your new colors will be blazing pumpkin, white lightning, and coonskin for the gray. I think you'll be wearing, they call the white uniforms that everybody wears Stormtrooper.
Yeah, they're white uniforms.
I think they'll call it white lightning, if Tennessee would agree to that. A salute to Tennessee's heritage as moonshine makers and runners. It'll be interesting to see what they come up with on Wednesday. And boy, if it is fluorescent orange, you can get ready to hear people howl. If they change the orange in any way, shape, or form.
You can come to PAL,
Howl
and
like
together
Smokey.
we'll howl.
They'll be
Yes, no
howling.
fluorescent orange.
All right.
Excuse me, Carnes.
How does Josh Dobbs stack up in the SEC? How does he hold up against his peers? We will discuss that when we come back on the Sports Source.
Follow the Sports Source online at sportsource.tv and on Twitter at SportsSourceTV.